Yes, we're back. We had our bye week last week, and we're back, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things about sports and a couple little other things that are going on out the world. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, but we got a little catching up to do. Z-Man, how you doing?
Hey, Joe Cap. We're doing okay, buddy. Yeah, it's been a crazy last couple of weeks. A Halloween, elections, just like all kinds of sports.
Oh, yeah. On. Yeah, you had the end of the World Series. We got to talk about that. Yeah, I mean, listen.
It's crazy.
It's been crazy.
November, Joe.
Yeah, it's right.
November.
By the way, November 5, 2025.
Think about that, man.
Holy
we're like 3
shit.
weeks from, Joe, we're 1 day and 3 weeks from Turkey Day.
Yeah, exactly. It's already, and it'll be Christmas. Man. Before you turn around, it's Christmas. We're halfway through the NFL season. Basketball's in full gear. NHL's in full gear. College hoops. How about college hoops?
College hoops, man, started the other day.
Yep.
Let's start. Let's start quick. Let's talk about baseball. I want to talk about a few things.
Let's put a bow on the season here.
I said that I wasn't going to watch one inning of this World Series between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
Exactly.
I watched every game.
I know.
I also made it appointment TV, meaning like it started on a Friday, it ended on a Saturday, so like Friday set, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like those are like prime nights to be social and do things.
Yep.
Dude, I watched every game. I'll tell you what, this was one of the better World Series in a while.
It was a great World Series. Anytime you get a Game 7, and the Game 7 was off the charts. But let me tell you something. Toronto fucking blew it. Three times.
I'll give you we'll just talk about it real. I'll tell you right now. Where they blew it was when I agree with you. When it was bases loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out in the ninth, they could finish them.
Oh God.
And so
hit the ball out of the infield. Game's over. Oh.
He doesn't. His secondary lead.
Yeah, they saying that. I didn't. Yeah, I know. You couldn't tell, but
his secondary lead is horrible.
Yep.
So you could, unless you see overhead pictures or you see like deep replays, like on MLB.com, like stuff like that. His lead was so shitty, Joe, that like they teach you this. Like Brumali, Brisson, those guys at SUNY Oswego, Doc McCarty, he was a stickler for fundamentals.
Absolutely.
Dude, this guy, like, you never say one guy cost them or hurt them, but this guy hurt them, man.
Yeah, and everybody was saying there's no way he should have been thrown out at home. And the thing is, it's like, it was kind of course it's kind of bang, but then I didn't see all I saw was the replay of him sliding in. So you just see the slide, the throw beat him.
You see the beginning of the play.
No, I didn't.
And you see how his secondary lead was.
Exactly.
And where the third baseman was playing in relationship to him. Yep. And then, like, the guy, he comes out and he says, well, I was playing, like, a little bit off the cuff because, we got to respect the speed. And I'm like, come on, man, don't stick up for him. You're a World Series champion, like that guy Muncy. But I'll tell you something else, too, man. You've got to be impressed with Dave Roberts for making those defensive decisions. How about putting that kid in, Ajay, instead of, how far did he run?
Oh, my God. I forgot about that play, too. Oh, I'm like, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. And all of a sudden, I'll tell you, I give him a lot of credit, too, because he just bowled over Kiki Hernandez and said, I'm catching this fucking ball. I don't give a shit if I kill you.
And using his starters for like 2 1/3 innings, like in that last game.
Yes.
Like, how smart was this guy? He didn't even use his bullpen guys. He's like, listen, I think he used one bullpen guy, the left-hander or whatever, because he threw the pitch and he hit. Was it Game 7 where the shortstop Jimenez got hit and he's like, want to start a fight?
Yes.
Or like whatever.
Yes.
Yep. But this is the other thing I wanted to say to you. It is time. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to say it. It is time for robotic umpiring.
Well, balls and strikes, obviously. Yeah, because they can replay all the calls on the field. Yeah,
it's time. because in that World Series, in each game, there was pressure situations on both sides where the at-bat was greatly affected by a missed call, either a strike or a ball.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take anything away from the umpires. They're human. They're the best in the world at what they do. And it's a hard thing to do.
Right.
But now we have the technology and it's time.
I mean, we have the technology. It's Major League Baseball, big money. I agree with you 100%. I mean, it just, there's too many bad calls. And even with the, check swing, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, sometimes
you just got to come up with something where you got to decide. That's a real, even that's harder than balls and strikes. At least balls and strikes, there's like a robotic, like a laser.
The square.
But I don't know. You got to figure out something with check swings. I mean, that's kind of hard, but
it's going to be, they're talking about doing something with it. I don't know what, but whatever.
Well, you know what? We are so technological, sound now as a society. I'm surprised they haven't figured it out yet. Yeah. But all in all, that was a great World Series. I'm glad I watched.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations to the Dodgers.
Very entertaining.
They're a good team.
I'm never going to say congratulations to the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers.
They're a good team, dude. And they're not going
Of course,
away.
They're a good team and all that shit. I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it.
Well, they're not going to. But here's the other thing, too, before we put a bow on it. Free agency now. Everything's starting.
Yep.
It's the Yankees have big decisions on Bellinger and Grisham, and I think that's really gonna shape free agency, not just for the Yankees,
right, but
for a lot of teams, because both of those guys are going to be in demand.
Yeah, and there's other ones out there too. Bregman, for the Red Sox.
Alonso,
he's out there.
Guys, there's a lot of guys that are opting out of their mutual agreement with the team and becoming free agents. So this free agent pool is actually becoming one where teams can get help. Now, is it great players? Not necessarily.
Well, it's not Juan Soto. It's not the Juan Soto sweepstakes.
But the Blue Jays showed you there is more to a team than there is just having a bunch of stars.
Totally.
You know what? The Dodgers think they're lucky stars that they got by the Blue Jays.
And here's the thing. I hate to say it, but the Blue Jays, you kind of choked. You had chances at home. Game 7. You're winning 4-1. I think it was 4-1 to start. 4-2. 4-3, 4-4. You got to tack on a run or two there. You tack on 1 or 2 runs, it's over.
Rojas gets a home run.
Oh, man.
How cool is that, dude?
That was
awesome.
The whole country of Canada was in shock when he hit that home run. Everybody was like, what
Rojas when he hit it.
Unbelievable.
And then he comes back and he makes the play. I mean, That's
great for him. I give him a lot of. I give him He made the play at the end of the 9th inning. He hit the home run. That guy will go tell his grandkids, "Hey, this was me in Game 7 in the World Series." And his grandkids are going to go, "Holy shit!" And God bless. That's fucking beautiful.
So good, Joe.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Winner take all games. There's always a Joe Capuano, a Moses Lapine, like a Jeff Brumali, a Turtle Brisson.
Yes.
Like somebody, like a Willie Katz that's just going to make a play.
It's something
and everybody's going to be like, hey, you remember that guy?
You remember that for the rest of your life? Are you kidding me? For the rest of his life. He'll be an old grandpa and going,
because
2025.
And baseball's the one spot, Joe, where like in the World Series or whatever, these unsung heroes.
It always comes down to that.
Stuff, and it goes and they take stuff of them and they send it to the World Series, to the Hall of Fame, like a bat or a glove. Oh yeah, which reminds me too,
like Louis Soho.
Like Louis Soho.
You guys like that. Make a play. They do something to change the whole series. And that guy, Rojas, is that who it was? Was that his name?
Yeah, Rojas.
Fucking A, man. He made not only one, but 2 plays in consecutive innings or half innings that literally won the World Series for the Dodgers. I mean, incredible.
It was incredible. And also, did you see today, like the Veterans Committee, like every other year they do before, like mid-1970 and before, and then mid-1970 and later. Well, they came out with their list of possible candidates to get elected this year.
Right.
And Mattingly was on it.
I saw that. I was very
He's
happy.
on it. Dale Murphy's on it.
Yeah. Dale
Roger
Murphy.
Clemens,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Barry Bonds.
The steroids
Jeff
guys are going to
Penn.
be on there for a while, and who knows what they're going to do with that. But
Again, Joe,
it is what it is.
Let them all in.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
let them all in. Because until you can tell me that there was only a few guys doing it, everybody was doing it. I won't say everybody, but a lot more than you know.
Yeah, exactly. Who the hell knows? All right,
so that's
coming
out in like 2 weeks, so we'll see what happens.
And then we'll talk about free agency down the road, and we'll see what happens with all the big signings. But let's shift gears now to the NFL. Couple of trades yesterday. You had Sauce going to Indy.
What do you think about that?
You know what? It is what it is. Everybody is applauding the Jets for making the trades with Sauce and Quentin Williams. And I guess if that's what because they are going nowhere.
But here's what I would say, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you talk because that's your team. But this is what I would say, and then you take it from there.
Right.
Joe, the Jets are not good. So
exactly.
If you're not good, Joe, you're losing with these guys. You just picked up basically 3 first-round picks, a second round. So, like this year, you got 2 first, 2 seconds. Next year, you got 3 first and 2 second.
Yep.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
No, absolutely. They got a good deal for him. Yeah.
Don't be in the middle.
I agree.
You're either good or you're bad. And they're in the middle right now, and they got to do something about it.
No, they're bad.
And
they're not in the middle.
Is going to put the stamp on.
Yeah, no, it's a rebuild. And let's face it, the Jets are going nowhere until they find a quarterback.
Right.
And that's the hardest. And I've been saying this for I don't know how long I got to say it. If there's a quarterback on the board and you need a tackle or you need a defensive end or you need a cornerback, but that quarterback is the best player on the board, take him. You just never know. Even if you have a quarterback, you groom him. You never know if your quarterback gets hurt.
Here's the thing, though, Joe. Here's the thing that changes what you're saying. Here's the variable in the equation. Now, with NIL money.
Oh, yeah, they're going to stick around.
These kids, like these sophomores.
Which is better. It's better.
Right.
For them.
So it's better for them because now they can get better, stay in school longer, learn their trade, and they're still going to get paid. But it hurts the NFL. I heard Jordan Rodgers, Aaron's brother. He's like this draft guru. Okay. He's like really good, and he said the only quarterbacks that the Jets should look at if they come out of school. And all 3 of these guys were like they're not sure they're coming out of school.
Right.
Is the kid from Alabama, Stinson.
Right.
He said he's the best quarterback in college football.
Okay.
The guy from Oregon,
right.
Dante Moore, he said was good.
Yep, he's the other one.
And he said he didn't talk about Manning. No, he talked about
Indiana.
He talked about
Indiana.
Nope. He didn't. He said the guy from Indiana, his footwork is not where it needs to be. Who's the other guy? Wait. The guy from Oklahoma, Mateer.
Okay.
He's good, but he got hurt this year, which hurt the team, but he got hurt.
Right.
He's a guy that played transfer from Washington State. He said if any one of those 3 guys came out this year, so it's Simpson from Alabama, Moore from Oregon, or Mateer from Oklahoma, the Jets seriously need to consider them. But other than that, he's like, if those guys don't come out, the Jets should look at offensive skill players so that
of course.
They can put guys around. If they re-sign Breece Hall, they have Wilson, and build the team, and then maybe try to find like another like veteran 1 year like, hey, we'll give you a deal for what the Giants tried to do. And then in 2027, with those 3 first-round picks, if Arch Manning's out there or whatever, go after him.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Arch Manning. I know he's got the bloodline and all that, but I tell you, man, when Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf came out, I thought Ryan Leaf was a no-brainer, guarantee going to be a Hall of Famer, and look what happened. I mean, Manning.
Well, it's not an exact
but
science,
that's what I mean.
You
just don't know. But I do have to admit, when Darnold came out, I was Lamar.
Boy, how good is he now?
I was Lamar Jackson all the way, though. But you're right. Now, and that goes back to what you were saying about the NIL. If he would have stayed in college a couple of years, see, it has a lot to do with the coaches. It has a lot to do with the grooming these quarterbacks and being in the right system.
Though, in college now, the coaches are chasing just as much money.
Of course, of course. Look at the SEC. Are you kidding me? These guys, Indiana, SEC, and Big Ten. Indiana coach. Who was James Madison coach way back when. Now he's forget it. He's him. And then Rule over Nebraska. These guys should thank their lucky stars for those other guys getting fired, because by them getting fired, those guys got their extensions, big money. So, but look at all that freaking money for these coaches. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But
it's a finished product at the NFL. Boy, this year you got a lot of good teams.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that.
Bad ones.
Let's talk about that. This is the time of year, it's halfway through the season, when the shit goes down the toilet and the cream rises to the top, it's the same shit.
Except but here's how it goes. How about this year? How about this year in the AFC? Your division leaders as of today.
Yeah, I know.
Are New England 7-2?
Yeah, New England.
Indianapolis 7-2.
Yep.
Pittsburgh 5-3. And Denver 7-2.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And nobody picked Indy in the beginning of the year. Not even close.
Absolutely.
Or New England. Or New England. Now listen, New England was on the up. But now they look like, you know what? They're a team to be reckoned with. They look like they got it going. Why? They have a quarterback in Mays who's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. And they got a great defense.
Great defense. And they got Vrabel. He's an experienced head coach.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. That's what you need. Now,
and you know who we didn't talk about, Joe?
Who?
In the AFC? Buffalo and Kansas City.
Exactly. But you know who's going to be there at the end? Buffalo and Kansas City. Although Buffalo's defense still doesn't impress me, although they beat Kansas City, that was a pretty good game. I mean, I don't know what happened with Kansas City. There was a couple of bad calls that I thought kind of screwed Kansas City too.
Yeah, I would agree.
The grounding call, which was
what
bullshit.
Goes round comes round.
How do you not review a grounding call? That's the tip ball. That's bullshit.
Yep.
I mean, what is that? That's complete bullshit.
Listen. We could go so deep into this conversation.
Yep.
Because
exactly.
It's all about money, dude.
Yep. Well, now that we're talking about money, I gotta get this off my chest before I forget.
You do that, and then I know where you're gonna go, and then we'll talk about my picks.
Fucking YouTube TV and fucking ESPN.
You do have YouTube, right?
Fucking both of them.
Do you have YouTube TV?
Yes. Fucking work it out. What the fuck? You know what? I am not going to pay another dime for fucking ESPN or get some ESPN app and pay extra. This is fucking bullshit. When you are a carrier, your YouTube TV, your Hulu, whatever. Now, here's the other thing. I have fucking Hulu. I have Disney Plus. I have ESPN Plus. And I couldn't watch the fucking Monday night game because I don't have ESPN, but I have every fucking thing else that ESPN puts out or Disney puts out. What the fuck is that all about? So now, because I have YouTube TV, I can't watch the game. Bullshit.
Do you have your local channels?
No. See, that's the thing. I don't have you. Now the local, which is nice, you get the local, but YouTube TV carries local channels. They'll carry
But
them.
you don't have that subscription, right?
No, I don't have the Spectrum, cable or Spectrum, that carries.
No. Doesn't YouTube TV carry?
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
like your local.
Yes,
CBS,
they carry the
NBC.
local state, the WBs and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
whatever,
and
but
local
you don't get
ABCs. No, I get that. So
Well, see, the game the other night was what ESPN, what they did, and they didn't tell people,
right,
was it went to ABC.
right.
So if you have local like ABC,
No,
which is ESPN,
ABC is off of YouTube. Anything that has to do,
really?
Yeah. So it's ABC and
so
slash
even your
ESPN.
local,
Yes,
like your local ABC channel wasn't on it. Wow, that sucked.
That's bullshit. And college football too. I missed a couple college games, but you know what? I'm
there was some
fucking
good
pissed
college
off.
games this weekend
Yeah,
too, bud.
I'm so fucking pissed off. I don't even want to talk about it. It's like, can't you figure out a way to split this fucking money up?
Well, here's what nobody tells you though, Joe. Here's a big thing about that. Now I'm with you. I side with you 1,000.
Fans getting screwed. What else is new?
You know why? Because ESPN went so hard to grab the contracts of the NFL.
I know.
The
It's
SEC,
all money deal. Yeah.
and the NBA.
Yeah.
Meaning those are their featured programming. That's why they got rid of baseball. Because baseball wasn't making them any money on TV. This was the last year for ESPN and Major League Baseball. Like the NBA, like they show the NBA, Joe, like all the time. That like when CBS had the SEC package and they got rid of it for the Big Ten because the Big Ten is national. Like ESPN, ABC, Disney, every Saturday on either ABC or ESPN, like the ESPN main one,
right?
They show a triple header of SEC football,
right?
Like every Saturday.
Well, and I get it. They're going to probably go to a streaming service and all this other shit.
Well, they do now. You could
buy it a la carte.
Yeah. Well, what happens is this: there's ESPN now has a stream, direct to consumer, where you can buy like ESPN and all of their products. It's called the ESPN Plus bundle. Or you could buy ESPN with Hulu and Disney.
Which
that's another.
Yeah. But I have Hulu and Disney, and it has ESPN Plus. How come you're not going to give me ESPN
well,
with
you know
that?
who else they're jumping in bed with, though? They're jumping in bed with Fox.
Oh,
because
Christ.
You can buy a streaming service that gives you all of the ESPN family of networks and Fox. Like it's called ESPN Fox One.
That's fucking
it's unbelievable.
It is.
JJ Watt came out on it.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm not picking. It was like he was all over social media. He's like, I'm not buying another service.
Exactly.
To like do it. And I agree. And they got like enough. And that's part of that is Roger Goodell.
Fuck him too.
Because he allows it.
Yeah. And you know what? I have Red Zone. I have NFL Network, all that shit. How the fuck do I not have ESPN with all of that bullshit in there? And it's because YouTube, TV, and ESPN can't figure out a fucking way how to split the money. What a crock of shit.
I agree. I agree.
All right,
and you know what? Before we go, we'll go to my picks.
Yeah.
How about the NFC? How about talking about the NFC? How about the NFC West? Seattle is 6-2. Who figured that?
Right.
The Rams, you knew were going to be good, are 6-2. The Niners are 6-3.
Yeah.
And how about Arizona sticking it to Dallas on Monday night? Well, you didn't see the game.
Dallas is in big
but
trouble.
That was a really good. Yeah. Well, you know what, though? The trades they made, Joe, I think are going to help them.
Well, they got to do something. They're still alive. Yeah, they're still alive. Dallas is not dead. They're still alive. I mean, the Jets, the Giants. How about the Pack? How about my Panthers? Rich Pacelli, you listening, Rich? How about the Panthers?
Rich Pacelli, I bow to you, Rich Pacelli. Yeah. But you know what? It was a typical sandwich game in the NFL for the Packers.
Yeah, they
got caught squarely looking ahead to the Eagles.
Totally. They just did not pay enough attention to the Panthers, which I don't blame them. Panthers hung in there, and you know what? To go up to freaking Green Bay and win a game, it's tremendous. But all right,
that's going to be part of my package.
There you go. Let's go.
The end zone.
Let's start. Go ahead, Z-Man. You get going, baby.
Right. Well, on the season, Joe, we got to be honest. Full disclosure, we're 22 wins, 23 losses, and 2 ties. Not where we want to be, but it is the second half of the season, and it starts today. 4 plays in the NFL, everybody. Here we go. The Falcons +6 in the Berlin Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to take the San Francisco 49ers at home +3.5 against the Los Angeles Rams. We're going to take the the Los Angeles Chargers, -3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Monday night, it's all about the Packers, people. We'll lay the 2.5 at home in Green Bay against the Eagles. So it's the Falcons +6, the 49ers +3.5, the Chargers -3, and the Packers -2.5 in the NFL.
Nice. And we got
let's go.
Sunday morning game. Don't forget, fans.
That is the Sunday morning game, the Falcons. I think that's going to be a real entertaining game. I think there's going to be a lot of entertaining games this Sunday. But before we get to Sunday, we got 4 in college football. We've got Texas A&M -7 on the road at Missouri. Joe, Texas A&M is the best team in college football. And no one is giving them any credit.
Yep.
You'll find out why this Saturday. We're going to take Arizona at home -4.5 against the Kansas Jayhawks. And then we're going to take 2 underdogs. The Saturday night game, we're taking LSU on the road +10 against Alabama. That game is always a war. I'll take the points to start with. And to close it out, the bailout. Always bail out at the island. We're taking Hawaii +7 against San Diego State. So it's Texas A&M -7, Arizona -4.5, LSU +10, and Hawaii +7. Those, Joe, Cap, are our run
to the end zone. Yes. Z-Man with his picks. Sorry we missed you last week, but we got to get rolling.
Back.
Yes, you'll get it back. No question.
I'm getting Joe, I got people throwing beers at me on Halloween. I got, people wanting to spy me. I'm like, I got to buy my own beers now.
Oh,
everybody's
man.
like,
yeah, you got to get on a roll. Let's get it going.
Hard times, Joe.
That's all right.
Hard times there.
That's all right. Speaking of hard times, I ended up watching the Rangers last night because they were on TNT.
So tell me about it.
Are you kidding me? They have not won since 1946 or some shit like that. They have not won a game so far to start the season at the Garden. Are you fucking kidding me? Not only did they lose, they got shut out by a rookie goaltender. Now,
do you think that team is constructed correctly, Joe?
Hell no. This team is brutal. Now, granted, they do show signs of life on the road. When they played Edmonton and they were out playing Calgary, I was like, okay. And then they come home. All right, they're playing against a beat-up Hurricane team, and the Hurricanes are good, by the way. Hurricanes are good. So
they are.
Look out for them. But anyway, I'm like, okay, the Hurricanes a little beat up. They're going against they got to win this game, and they got shut out 3-0. They sucked. I mean, they sucked. And listen, I know it's early. I'm not going to go crazy. First of all, Panarin, I don't think he's got a point. Or at home his last 3 or 4 games, it's like some kind of streak that he hasn't had in his career. All right, they just don't have any firepower. I mean,
that's been their problem, Joe, for probably the last 5 years.
Well, exactly. I mean, what's going on? I mean, but anyway, it's still early now. Going to the Knicks, we'll just jump real quick to the Knicks. They're playing tonight on ESPN, by the way.
Yeah,
against Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, yep. But the Timberwolves don't have, what's his name? Anthony Edwards. He's out.
He's out, and Towns might be out too. Who knows?
But the Knicks are playing a different brand of basketball, Joe, and it's more exciting.
Yeah. They're exciting, but
shots.
they're forgetting how to play defense, which annoys me a little bit.
Well, I think that's a sacrifice when you want to try to get up and down the court and you want to win the possessions game. And I think that's always going to be a sacrifice. And I think you got to give them time because they're so embedded with Tom Thibodeau's way of playing basketball.
Well,
that's not going to switch
it is
overnight.
early. It is early. And the other thing is, the good thing is they're winning games at home, but the bad thing is they're not winning games on the road as much. And the thing is, they were usually last year they were a great road team, and they were kind of average at home. So I don't know what that means, but I think. Let's see what happens.
Well, I think now they're playing. Isn't this the start of that that NBA Cup?
Well, they already played one game of the NBA Cup.
Okay. So that's where we need Jake. Jake, we miss him.
Jake,
man.
I know. Jake will fill us in with all that shit. But there's listen. The Eastern Conference is definitely the Sixers are looking good though. Orlando's starting to come around. I mean, you still got to worry about Detroit.
Basketball is a young person's game now. There's a lot of great young players.
Yep.
And I got a chance to see that guy Cooper Flagg.
Right, Cooper Flagg.
Play for Dallas. He's good. They got Cade Cunningham in Detroit.
Yeah.
He's good. Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama looks like Will Chamberlain now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic.
The West.
There, he's lost
the West
like 45 pounds. He looks great.
Yep. The West is a gauntlet. The West, forget it. Even teams like Houston is just forget it.
Man.
So the West, thank God the Knicks are in the Eastern Conference. So
do you think the Knicks have an eye on Guinness, the Greek freak?
Yeah,
Antetokounmpo?
I think
they do as well.
I mean, what are the chances? I'm going to say 10%, but it's not a 0%.
Well, I think in the offseason it was more than that because I think the Bucks would have when the Knicks still had like asset and stuff. I think the Bucks would have granted his wish to go someplace, and he said the only place he wants to go other than Milwaukee is New York. How's that? That's crazy.
I know, and I think that the only thing is, what do you give up for him? What are the assets? You don't have draft picks.
Carl Anthony Towns is definitely
Carl Anthony Towns plus a lot more.
Yeah, plus a lot more.
At least. So it's difficult. Then you got the salary cap, all that bullshit. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I really don't know, but I hope the Knicks I hope Towns can start really getting it together. I hope they can start to just gel a little bit better because I know that it's a little bit, they're showing a little bit of it, last couple games at home. So I'm hoping that'll carry forward and then they'll start to get into Brown's deal and he'll be able to kind of get the team on the right track. It's definitely going to take some time and a little growing, but let's just keep our fingers crossed.
You left out. Let's talk before we wrap things, put a bow on stuff. Let's talk about the Charlotte sports market.
Yeah, Charlotte's got the Panthers, which have a sniff at the playoffs if they keep it going.
Bryce Young's playing well.
Yeah.
The defense. What do you think about that coach, Canales?
So far, so good. I love what he's doing. The team looks like they're responding.
That was a nice pickup for that Dallas running back.
Dowdle is like forget it. Last 5 games, he's like top of the NFL in rushing, and it's like Young is small and he's got to roll around. I think they could still get the most out of them, and so far they don't have many receivers, which kind of sucks. The defense is playing pretty good. I mean, we'll see. It's a weak division.
Half. They play the Saints, I think, at home.
Yeah,
like this Saturday.
Yeah.
So tell me about the Hornets.
Hornets got a nice young team. They picked up a couple guys. You got Green and you got Lonzo. And you got you got a couple of guys that look like they might be pretty. Knuble, is that his name? Knuble, the kid from NC, from Duke, right? Not NC, from Duke. He looks like he's pretty good. Yeah, I think he had 20 points the other night. So I wasn't a big fan when they drafted him. I'm like, oh, they got get a homer. But you know what? He looks pretty good. So let's see what happens.
And people have got to be like really ecstatic with the start of college hoop down there too.
Oh, it's forget it.
Wake Forest, North Carolina State, Duke. Yeah. Charlotte's got do they have a good basketball team?
UNC Charlotte or UNC?
Yeah.
UNC Charlotte is they're like a work in progress. They're in both sports. They're trying to be big time, but they just can't get the kids. You know, UNC Charlotte football and basketball, they're trying to get into the big time, but they just don't have the kids. It's just simple as that. I mean, look at the schools in the Carolinas.
Have to watch them.
Right. Look at the schools in the Carolinas. Not to mention Georgia, not to mention Mississippi and all these other schools.
Yeah.
There's just too many schools.
East Carolina.
Yeah. There's just too many
Appalachian
schools.
State.
Yeah, App State. Meanwhile, App State is tough in football and they're getting good in basketball too. So I mean, it's just a tough market in the sense of there's just not enough kids that want to go to UNC Charlotte. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's tough. But, you know, the other schools, they're doing okay. I mean, obviously, basketball is basketball, Duke, NC State, Wake Forest, all that. So it's great. I love this time of year because you got football and basketball
time of the year,
going.
Kid. We'll have a lot to talk about moving forward.
You got it, brother. All right, until we meet next time, we should be able to see you next week. We had Moses, our executive producer, was out west.
Yeah, he's
in
out
Utah.
There, right, he's out like Daniel Boone somewhere.
Boone. Yes, he's out there.
Get off to Genesee and get going here.
Get into the snow belt and start freaking pumping out the shows.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank everybody for listening. Remember, OTC, Off the Chest 84 at yahoo.com. If you want to get on the show, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
We'd love to have some people on the show.
Yeah, get on the show. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's plenty to talk about. Z-Man, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of the week and the weekend, and we will talk next week. All right, sir?
You got it, sir.
All right, buddy. Until we meet again from OTC, we'll see you next time.